Let's do multiplication of rational functions. So here, let's say we have two functions, 2 over 7 times 3 over 5, right? So if you are multiplying this, if it comes to the multiplication, it's very straight. So what you do for that one for multiplication is that you multiply the numerators together, and then you multiply the denominators together and put them at the denominators. So what you do is that you just do 2 times 3 over 7 times 5. If there is any factor that is common between the numerator and the denominator, you just simplify it, and then you have your simplest function, right? So the answer for this will just be 6 over 35, right? So for multiplication is very, very easy. It's very, very easy. So you just multiply the numerators and the denominators together. Let me give another simple example again before we proceed with the various example that we have. So we have 4 over 7 times 3 over, let me use 3 over 8, for example. So this will be equal to 4 times 3, the numerators together. There's nothing like cross multiplication between the numerator and the denominator of the other. That thing doesn't happen with multiplication. 7 by 8. Here you can simplify, right? 4 can go into this 2 times, right? So it will be left with the numerator will be 3. This one will be 1. This one will be 2. It will become 3. 3 times 1 will be 3 over 7 times 2 will be 14. So you have this as your final answer. So this is what we basically do. This is what we basically do or check today. Now, let's do the rational function. So here it is plus. We are going to change it to multiplication, right? This is going to multiply this. As usual, we say that what you multiply the numerators together, become 2 times 3 over this times this, right? When it comes to the multiplication, then when the denominators are the same, right? Let me do, if you have 2 over 3 times 5 over 3, for example, you you don't use the same thing, like because the denominator is the same, so you just write 1. We don't do that for multiplication. For multiplication, the rule is simple. Whether they are the same or not, multiply them. 3 times 3, numerators to 2 by 5, whether they are the same or not. But if it's multiplication, if it is addition or subtraction, that's when we check if the denominators are the same first. That's what happens. So whether they are the same or not, you just do that. Not like multiplication or addition or subtraction where you have to keep one. So with that, our very first example has the same denominator. So you don't care, you just multiply because it's multiplication. Numerator is going to be 2 times 3 all over x plus 1, multiplying the brackets against each other, meaning multiplication. Just multiply this. So the answer will be 6 over s plus 1 multiplying s plus 1, or you can still do it as s plus 1 squared because they are the same. Let's look at another example. This is the next example, right? Here the denominators are different. So basically don't focus on denominator being different or not, right? So numerator x times 2 all over x plus 1 to multiply x minus 1. So this will be equal to, numerator will be 2x and the denominator will be x plus 1 multiplying x minus 1. So this is the final answer for them from the multiplication. Another example, so right, this is simple, right? Numerators s plus 2 to multiply, so we are doing multiplication, right? Did I do that for here? So we are doing multiplication. X 2x minus 1 all over s plus 3 multiplying x minus 1. So here they are all in factored form already. They are all in factored form already. If there's a common factor somewhere, you just simplify it and you are good to go. If there's no common factor, you just leave it. And so this is the correct answer. This one too, we have something like s squared plus 1. Remember, we are doing multiplication plus 1 to multiply x squared minus 2x. So the numerators will multiply themselves, and the denominators will also multiply themselves. That's the rule. X minus 3, right? So this is it. So it is just something to simplify. Someone will be looking at this one, but this one can also be written as x into bracket s minus 2. So s minus 2 is not having anything at the denominator to cancel. Let's look at another example, the last example, right? Which is this one. So this one, there is basically, so this example is also simple, right? You just multiply the numerators together. You have 2x, and the denominators together, s squared minus 4. So multiply s squared plus 3x plus 2. So these are multiplying. So this is how the multiplication is done. So we are good to go. When it comes to multiplication, I think that's the easiest thing. Multiply the numerators, the denominator, put things together, and you are fine. If there's any need of multiplication, then you just simplify and then do your stuff.